Rock me the Blitzcrank, Sauce the Mage player, rocking Annie, Dan Din, jungling is a Mumu, and Dyrus rocking the Soraka. Looks like we're good to go on this guy. And here we are. So, observing up, buying items, and we are into the game. Rock Solid vs Epic Gaming, game number 2. The winner of this best of 3 will go to DreamHack. Right now, EG is up 1-0, so if they take this game, they are going to DreamHack. Awesome stuff going on there. Gonna be pretty sweet. Gonna show the mid lane right here. It's very empty, if anything, but it will soon be a bath of action and blood and awesomeness. It will be quite nice.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Okay, sorry. Moving around on the map. I just said map like I was in the freaking Midwest. Moving around on the map. Alright, anyway, moving on. I say that because I have cousins in Detroit and they say things funny. Anyway. Game is loading up on the left-hand side. Pretty awesome stuff. He'll get in. They'll be fine.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
So both teams actually hiding away for the most part. We got Rambo and Locust sort of camping in brush right here, trying to make sure they don't get ganked. And the rest of the teams sort of sitting out in the back, trying not to be front-loaded by any of this damage output. Lee Sin doing some pretty sweet dance moves. But EG pretty much is hiding away against the wall, trying not to get ganked on or anything. I think Fairy Cecil's just a very slow loader. So I think we'll be fine there. Build's been working for him all day, so.
Minions have spawned.
Scar running around looks like he's going to make his way across the map. Did, in fact, recall. Lots of pings going on. They're like really afraid of like what could be in their jungle, but neither team actually decided to invade, so everyone's pretty much safe right now. See, yep, team is going to be soloing top of the Doran's Blade, going to be fighting Lanewick. I'm going to be kind of intrigued to see who does better there, because you've got the crazy amount of sustain of a freaking regrowth pendant Warwick, but you're facing against Teemo with Toxic Shot first, which is incredibly harassful. And so Void Boy is going to go ahead and last hit. Westright's going to kill what he can. And he's going to start harassing Void Boy. Yep, there's the shot, and the poison's going on. He's going to last hit these minions as best as he, as his little Yordle self can. He's doing a good job so far. But Rambo, though, rocking 7 kills so far, doing a great job in this one. Getting lots of kills for himself. And he's going to kill that one more, and bam, those are dead golems. Moving on towards the next part, he's going to pill back, pick up some new items, and then continue on his way. The longsword and a health potion, going to go ahead and pick up probably a cloth armor and some more health potions. And indeed he does. Cloth armor, 1 potion, sits on the fountain. He's going to continue on his way. So Voidboy actually getting harassed quite well. Westrice getting a little bit hurt, but you know, Voidboy still does have that health potion going on. He has that regrowth pendant. He's going to have a lot of health gain over the course of this. It's probably going to be okay.
Yeah, plus that Q is really going to help him out. Good push going down bottom lane between these guys right now. Taric and MF doing some damage. Taric actually forced it back there. Let's see what he picked up. Actually got a ward, 2 wards for his team, and another health pot. So he's got some movement speed already, and they're pretty much doing some good damage. They're auto-attacking the heck out of their lane from what it seems like. And they've really just pushed it back into the face of the turret of EG right now, so they really can't get any gold out of this. But a good job. Blitz is kind of standing there to take some hits. Let Soraka heal him so the minions can't get any closer. And Turret's only going to take a few of them out as they're still gaining the XP. No zoning out happening here. And Warwick actually pushing Teemo quite hard on top lane. And he had some health going down there as Lee Sin popping out of the jungle to do some damage. And Teemo will be forced to back at this point in time.
Yeah, so Teemo getting forced back has no really innate regen on him at all. Really cool thing about bottom lane is they know that Amumu's not a very dangerous ganker early on. That, you know, you can banish toss, but it doesn't really follow up that well. And so they're pushing the lane because neither Soraka nor Blitzcrank are really great at tower last hitters. And you look at this, and you got Blitzcrank at 14, which is okay. Soraka at 2, but you look at just Misfortune at 14. And actually, I'm just wrong. Misfortune and Taric actually under last hitting against Dyrus and Double Lift. So I thought they were going to get to push the lane out and make last hitting a nightmare, but they actually didn't get anything out of it. So I assumed that I was wrong, but I think they should be doing better with that because honestly, like that should have been just a very painful experience for Double Lift to try to last hit those.
Yeah, starting off for the CLG OGB game, looks like Kale is versus Corky in middle. 3 minutes into the game, not so much action. Jarvan versus a solo lane down bottom, Blitz and Alistar. And it's going to be Zin and Aurelia up top, just as a heads up. Now back to EG versus RS.
Yeah. Zin was jungling. Basically, Zin came in for a gank as Evelyn was coming in from the stealth gank. And actually looks like they're going for a hot shot again up there. But we're really watching this Warwick game right here. And still no action, really no kills yet from those guys. Evelyn tries to come in but gets spotted by a turret. Nothing much happens. Still, I'm a cutie pie pushing on this turret right here. We're going to see if Misfortune's picked up any more kills. 24 versus 2 and 17 and 18 now. Yeah, so they're finally pulling ahead now. But there's a giant minion with they can last hit. So we'll see. Double Lift doing a very good job last hitting at the turret. And yeah, maybe this is going to work out for him. They're really not losing out too much by doing this. Although Double Lift actually getting really low. He's going to drop the passive down right now. Cutie pie going back and forth, putting a lot of harassment out. Double Lift now taking a heal from the Soraka, but his passive has been triggered, so he's going to be frail for the rest of this fight. That's going to time out in just a second, and sure enough, that is recharging, and what can they do? Well, Warwick getting harassed out really hard by this Teemo, actually. Is out of mana now. He probably could afford the Philosopher's Stone. He's got 36 minions, actually one of the highest in the game, second only to Annie, who is pretty much just crushing faces against Skara. Skara at 36, Annie at 39, so pretty close there. Both players level 6. I don't know who has the higher level 6 damage, but it's gonna be very painful either way. That's what I know.
Have you been hit?
Sorry?
Have you been hit by that? You know? That's what you know?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I just don't remember, honestly. I've not fought against Annie in so long. Just no one was playing her. She's still super good, just no one ever played her. Now she's getting played all the time just because of the scaling buffs.
So it looks like Teemo does have a ward in the bush up top near himself, so we'll be able to play this really confident lane push right here, just kind of getting shots down on all the minions that he can. And I don't know if he has another ward. No, he places a mushroom though, so that will kind of act as his ward. Warwick coming in, goes for the ultimate, and he's there, but Lee Sin misses his Q, not able to land that as it hits a minion. And it looks like he was going to try to stay still for an amount of time, but he did not have enough of that, and he will be forced to run towards the turret. Looks like he's going to go down here and not be able to get enough poison onto Warwick. That's one of the great things about Warwick. You're poisoned, and it's like that 1v1 situation, but you can still just queue it up, get a little bit of health back, and negate what's happening. Yeah. So it looks like bottom lane still getting pushed out pretty good as Teemo goes down for first blood. Very nice job coming out of the hands of RS. Rock Solid doing a good job there. And we're going to see what these guys can do as they push the lane. Misfortune just trying to get as many double ups as she can. There's really a lot of minions there, so it's not going to affect any of the champions. Pretty much just the minions behind that. Sauce, taking some damage from Malzahar. And it looks like that Malefic Visions has been popping off a few times and hitting her, unless he's just really getting that silence wall down and doing the damage with that.
Looks like actually Scar managed to blow his ultimate accidentally. We see the dots down. He said Raffle and he said heh. And it seemed like he started channeling the ultimate and canceled it immediately on accident. It was going to go for a kill on Annie with that. So it seems like he was the first one to actually go for that push for the kill and didn't get much out of it. So for what that's worth, he tried and then failed on his own accord. Or he actually got stunned by Annie Q. If Annie was throwing a Q and he ulted.
Oh, yeah, wouldn't doubt it. That Malefic Visions did a lot of damage, causing her to back up.
Yeah, you rank that up and you get pretty much free harassment. The range is 650, so you get pretty decent use out of it. You get to harass in a couple of situations where the opponents can't shoot back, but only a very few. I'm surprised to not see Brand here. We saw Brand actually earlier today on the EU games. I believe it was Gamed that was running him a lot. Gamed was really all about that Brand. And it worked actually really well for them, so.
Mumu coming mid now to kind of take over for Annie, soak up some XP. We also have Teemo up top. He hasn't really been in his lane. He's kind of laying mushrooms down. Wow, there's an absolute mushroom bush up top for Teemo, looking to get a kill or drag somebody in that. Or just two there, but to guard himself. Probably going to put another one in the bush. Very good job there. Keeping himself safe, kind of negating the fact that he's going to need money for that. So he'll be able to stay up top way longer and do some farming there. Everybody's really being passive in their lane, like passive-aggressive. Get a few shots off the pokes, and then back. Far into it. He's doing a very good job of crowding his jungle with mushrooms. First dragon control is going to go to Epic Gaming, and we are going to
on this map right there. It's pretty much a free dragon. 1535 going to be the respawn on that one. And yeah, unfortunately missed that turret kill down. they were busy talking about Teemo mushrooms, and you know that Teemo global taunt doesn't work just for champions, it works for shoutcasters too. You can't really help but keep watching Teemo the entire time. He's just way too adorable. So we're just gonna zoom in here.
More
and
skins.
Watch Teemo. I mean, what else can you do? It's Teemo. So good. Ah. You can hear like a shiny like blue aura behind him. You hear like he's a little bit fast. He's like the little high pitched squeal. Oh, Teemo, man. What are you gonna do
Warwick
about
hiding
it?
in the bush. Let's see if he can pull out anything here. It doesn't look like he's making any moves. He wants to just grab and soak up the XP that's coming out. Malzahar is heading towards top. He's just going to kind of hang out in the bush. Lee Sin also going up top, and it looks like they're going to come around and try to pinch Teemo in here. Going for the ultimate. Lee Sin stops hesitantly, and he misses his Q. A huge effect there. The second that he stopped for, I think he clicked on a minion that died. And that is an unfortunate thing to do, because you kind of just stand there. Oh, he actually walks into both of them. How's that feel? Not really doing too much damage, but he is going to be forced to just walk around. And he's actually looking for more, to tell you the truth.
He was doing it to get rid of them.
Right.
He knew that they were going to be there.
Yeah,
He wanted
yeah.
to actually clear those out. He's going to walk through another mushroom and just clear out. So Westrice doesn't always hear, of course. That was a good mushroom to put back in for Westrice. Got to be a little bit afraid of Jungle Dan Din. He's got the dodge boots. He's got the Heart of Gold. He's got a lot of armor for himself with that. And they may have to be careful. Sal's for Scar. Scar does have his ultimate back up. Sal's probably does have hers on Annie as well. Let's see what they can end up doing with this.
Quick update from our other games. CLG versus Oh God Bears. Looks like St. Vicious has been doing some great jungling with Trundle. He's able to come up with first blood and another kill. So he's 2-0 for his team, and that is the only kills right now at 10 minutes into the game. And one turret on top lost for OGB.
Yeah, so CLG up with the advantage right here. Not a huge one, but certainly doing a good job this game so far. Double F getting pushed back. The second exhaust going off. Locust and I'm a cutie type putting out a lot of damage here, but Darius throwing out those heals as Soraka. Looks like Voyboy going to be fighting Westrice. Westrice actually in good shape here. Going to put out some damage, but Voyboy put on the